And we're live.
This is a waste of cool stuff.
You getting the 3080 when it drops? Tucker, you getting the 3080 when it drops?
Yeah, I bought the 2080 Ti when it drops, even though I think it costs like $2,200, and now it's like $1,200. Like, I'll pay the premium. I don't give a shit. As long as they have a verifiable reason why it's worth any amount of money. Like, if there is a 20%, I'd say if there's a 20% increase in performance in frame rate, I'll buy it hands down. If there's a 10%, I'm going to be regretful and still buy it. But like
the rumor is it's going to be a big jump. Like, remember the 1080 came out and everyone was like, oh my goodness, this thing is dramatically better than the 980. The 3080 is supposed to be one of those years.
I'm very much in tune with it as well.
So you've heard the same thing? Confirm?
Yeah, I have. I mean, not confirmed because I've heard the same thing from my friend Shen, who works at HTC and Vive and does VR, heads up the VR team. So I trust Shen in his idea of like what this could do. Mm-hmm. I want CUDA cores for my rendering of my videos, right? Because Premiere has been incredible. It now renders 1080 videos at like 1/5 real time, which is like thinking about rendering my Vegas videos in 1080p in real time is incredible. But like Premiere now doing that is great. And then I just want reliable 1440p at above 144 frames. That way I can pass that onto the stream. Like I don't need 250 frames on Cyberpunk. I just want like really good quality, stable frame rate and good like rendering options and the NVENC-C encoding for streaming.
That got much better from 1080 to 2080. Like NVENC-C apparently is not very good to use in the 1080.
It's the 20 series has a specific chip for encoding. So whenever you're trying to live stream or do anything, if you use the NVENC-C encoding on your 20 series, like there's no performance hit to your streaming PC or to your PC in general. Versus like if you're using CPU X264, like now you're taking away CPU power from whatever computer game you're playing. So as long as they improve on that, I'm very happy. But it's gonna cost a fucking arm and a leg. It's gonna cost like $3,000, I guarantee it, or more. Might be even more.
All right, yeah. So my sources, which is the internet, say it's better than that, but I don't know. I'm only as good as what I read. Mm-hmm. So I hope that I'm right. We'll see. But I need a PC upgrade more than most. My CPU in particular is old, and I have a 1080 Ti, so yeah, I skipped one. I can justify it.
You need two PCs. You don't. None of you three need a better single PC. You just need a slightly shittier second PC to do all of the work for whatever the fuck you want. Like, if you're playing games off stream and there's no real reason to broadcast it, then fine. Whatever your solo PC is fine. But if you're trying to stream it, record it, whatever, offloading all of the work onto another PC, even if it's like a mid box with 8 gigs of RAM and like a shitty CPU, it doesn't matter. Just put a 20 series graphics card into it and you can play in 4K and record, in real true quality. So
you still think two PCs is the way to go? Because some people would argue that like that's not
always the best way to go. Shut up. There's not a single human that does this for a job that would be like, nah, you don't need two PCs. They're stupid. Like that's like saying like
Pistilli does it for a job. He's pretty big time. Does it with one PC. Pistilli. You don't know Pistilli? He pulls
the Tarkov streamer.
Yeah. He's 16,000 views.
Yeah. No, he's incredible. I don't give a shit what he says. He's wrong. I guess the best way I could explain it is like you have a flat V6, right? Great, cool. Put some turbocharges on it. Is that objectively better? Yes. Can you debate me? No, like it is just better in every way. Is it necessary? Maybe not. But like, if you want to get it, this isn't like a debate of like, maybe I should render my videos differently. Like if you want the ultimate experience of playing the game you want to play in the quality you want to play and having your stream and videos be recorded in the quality they want, the only way to do that is two PCs. There's no way to do it.
Here's my, I'll just take the other side. Please don't curse me out.
I'm not gonna curse you out.
Back in the day, I used to stream Xbox, and I had like an Xbox, a computer, a PC, and all this stuff, and I had all these HDMI switches, and the setup was so complicated, I felt like it failed a lot. You know, you put enough HDMI switches in there, and fucking recording. I think I had 2 recording cards for some reason to like get all the shit I needed to. Maybe one was for streaming. I don't know. But anyway, in the end, I was like, man, when you add complexity to a system, you increase how often it fails. And that's my singular argument for like, man, if I have 2 computers and I'm replicating.
I feel you, man. You want me to not ruin. You want me to help you real quick?
Yeah.
I have 2 PCs. There is only one cable between these 2 PCs. It is a HDMI out from my graphics card on my gaming PC into a capture card in on my streaming PC. That is the only connection those 2 PCs have.
So where does it go to your monitor?
What do you mean, dude? You just plug, you just have a HDMI out from your graphics card or DVI or whatever you want into your monitor at the end.
Okay, so I hope this isn't a terrible topic, but like, so your gaming PC and your streaming PC, we'll name them that. The gaming has a HDMI out that goes to the streaming PC.
My capture card, right?
Cool,
the
cool.
capture card and the streaming PC. And then it has an HDMI, then it has a DVI out into my monitor.
So your graphics card sends the same thing to 2 places?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, the end. That's it. That's the only setup you need. That's the only complicated setup for a 2 PC system is if you want to talk in game on your on your gaming PC. So since you're playing all your games on there, if you want to talk in game, then you have to have an audio interface that is routing audio through there or a second mic. I don't think you have that problem. I don't think you ever need to talk in game. I don't think any of you need to talk in game. You're always on Discord, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know.
So it doesn't even matter. Well,
I want to mock children in Rust?
Then set up a shitty USB. I have a coax, just like set up a USB and just plug it in, just be like, and like peak the audio. Be like, you're trash.
I think you should be worse. If you want people to hate you, use Bluetooth. A free phone Bluetooth something that you yell at them over.
Yeah, just an awful microphone.
Something that came with your PlayStation 3 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know nobody likes to talk about tech stuff, but like dual PC setup is super easy. There are a million guides on it, and you don't even have to have your PCs connected if you don't want to. You can use this thing called NDI, which uses your network to push the video from your streaming PC or gaming PC. There's no connection. It's just an OBS source. So like, definitely look into it or hit me up and I will help you out. But like,
in 10 more seconds, you've got 2 keyboards sitting on your desk, and that's how you do that.
No, I do have 2 keyboards, but you don't have to have 2 keyboards. There's a program that lets you switch virtually between the 2. I prefer 2 just so, and this is a very niche thing, I don't want whatever copy and paste I have. Like, I do a bunch of music stuff, and sometimes I have like a private music link on my other keyboard, and sometimes I'll just copy paste, trying to like join a server. I don't want to post like the private YouTube link or the SoundCloud link for this stuff. So it's just me separating the 2 computers, but you don't have to. Your mouse and your keyboard can work between the 2 computers virtually with no problem. And that's how most people do it. I just don't do that.